Have you ever wondered which is better for capturing that perfect POV shot? A chest harness or a neck mount? Well, up until recently, I primarily used a chest harness to mount my action camera, phone, and DJI Osmo Pocket 3 to capture footage on my bike. However, I recently purchased this action camera neck mount from PGYTech, and not only did it make capturing biking footage much more convenient, but I found it to be a very useful accessory for shooting POV videos in more casual scenarios as well. In this video, I'll highlight two standout advantages of the neck mount over the chest mount, share real-world footage comparisons between the two, and explain why I chose this neck mount from PGYTech over all the other options in the first place. Let's start with what I think is the neck mount's greatest strength, its ease and convenience compared to the chest harness. Using it is as simple as placing it around your neck and fastening it. For extra security, you can use the optional strap to prevent it from swinging around. Although thanks to the cord's moldable, weighted, and grippy design, I actually found the strap wasn't necessary in many situations, so I would recommend using it when filming more intense action. In comparison, using a chest harness feels like a big commitment. It takes significantly more time to put on and take off, which often meant I'd only use it for planned shoots, and very reluctantly at that. On top of that, the chest harness is a bulky piece of gear. You can feel its presence the entire time you're wearing it, and it tends to draw some attention, even when there's no camera attached. The neck mount, on the other hand, is much more discreet and comfortable. You can easily leave it on, even when you're not recording, making it perfect for situations where you're frequently switching between filming and just going about your day. The second major advantage of the PGYTech neck mount is how much easier life becomes with the CapLock quick release system. Previously, mounting or unmounting my camera meant constantly unscrewing and screwing the standard GoPro mount, which is a tedious process, especially when I needed to do it repeatedly. Now, with the CapLock quick release, I can simply slide the camera in and out. It's a much smoother and faster experience. With a camera like the Osmo Pocket 3, using the screw mount is unavoidable due to its expansion adapter, so the CapLock system makes a huge difference. However, the Osmo Action 5 Pro already includes its own quick release system, so you might think the CapLock quick release system becomes redundant. However, this actually isn't the case, since I often mount the Osmo Action 5 Pro in different locations, like directly onto my bike or onto a mini tripod. The CapLock system eliminates the need to buy separate DJI quick release adapters for each and every mounting point. Plus, it creates a more streamlined setup when using multiple cameras, whether it's a phone, the Pocket 3, or the Action 5 Pro, since the CapLock quick release system is completely device agnostic. That said, in defense of the chest harness, it's worth mentioning that while it didn't originally come with a quick release system, I was able to upgrade it. By attaching a CapLock adapter to the harness's GoPro style mount, I successfully transformed it into a quick release system. This simple modification made the chest harness much more convenient to use, although still less so than the neck mount. So with the neck mount clearly being the more practical option, how does it compare to the chest harness in terms of the resulting footage? Let's start by looking at some biking footage, which is what I personally use wearable mounts for most. As you might expect, the main difference lies in the framing, since the neck mount sits higher than the chest harness. With the Osmo Pocket 3, I slightly preferred the footage from the chest harness. Its lower position allowed me to get a bit of the handlebars in the frame and contributed to a greater sense of speed. Note that regardless of the mount, I do personally like to use my freewell wide angle or anamorphic lens mods to widen the scene slightly, since the Pocket 3's FOV is a bit tight compared to action cameras. Now, when it came to the Osmo Action 5 Pro, I definitely preferred the neck mount. Unlike the Osmo Pocket 3, which uses its gimbal to keep the horizon level, the Action 5 Pro points wherever it's mounted. With the chest harness, I found that my leaning forward biking posture often resulted in too much of the ground being captured and not enough of what was ahead of me. The neck mount, on the other hand, provided a much more balanced frame. For this reason, I generally preferred the neck mount for biking footage, and if I ever want a lower angle while using the Osmo Pocket 3, I can simply invert it on the neck mount to achieve that effect. While the chest harness is too cumbersome for casual POV footage, the neck mount excels in these situations. Being close to your head and centered, it provides a natural angle that closely mirrors what you see in real life. Other POV mounting options like helmet mounts or backpack mounts are also worth considering depending on your needs. However, for me, the neck mount strikes the perfect balance between convenience and usability, making it my go-to option for casual POV filming. If you're planning to shoot walking tour videos, the neck mount is a solid option. Here's some Osmo Pocket 3 footage using the neck mount, and here's some footage using the chest harness. As you can see, the resulting framing is pretty similar, except the neck mount provides a slightly higher angle of view. I also tested both mounts with the Osmo Action 5 Pro, and once again the only noticeable difference lies in the camera angle. You will notice some swaying in the footage, which was recorded in rock steady mode. In hindsight, the better choice would have been horizon balancing mode. This setting keeps the horizon level, though it does come at the cost of a slightly narrower field of view. Another point worth mentioning is that any footage captured with either a neck or chest mount will generally have more noticeable up and down bobbing compared to holding the camera in your hand. While you can improve this by refining your footwork, for smoother walking videos, I still prefer simply holding the camera in front of me, assuming I have a free hand available. If you've made it this far into the video and are considering a neck mount for yourself, you might be wondering which one to choose. Let me briefly share why I decided on this neck mount from PGYTech. First, it includes an optional strap, which is a feature I see missing from many other neck mounts on the market. While the strap isn't strictly necessary as I mentioned before, I do appreciate having it as an option when recording more intense physical activities to ensure the mount stays securely in place. Second, I personally prefer the CapLock quick release system over other similar systems from brands like Ulanzi or Telesin. The CapLock system is leaner and more low profile, so it doesn't stick out as much and takes up less space in your bag. Another advantage is the versatility of the CapLock ecosystem. PGYTech offers a well thought out range of accessories, including handlebar mounts, helmet mounts, and mini tripods. This means you can quickly switch between mounts, for example between the neck mount and handlebar mount like I'm showing you here. So which is better, the chest harness or the neck mount? For me, the neck mount has become my go-to for its convenience, versatility and comfort. Whether I'm biking, filming casual POV shots or exploring new places, it offers a simple and effective solution without the bulk or hassle of a chest harness. That said, the lower shooting angle of the chest mount might be preferred in certain scenarios, and there could be other things I've missed. If there are, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.